How's it going with the team? What do you think of the big challenge ahead for you?
Well, obviously with a good win on Saturday and a turnaround, and now you're playing on the road against a place that's us as a program haven't had a lot of success. But a great challenge again to be able to respond and go on the road. We won our last road game. Our guys are starting to get the better feel for how well you have to play on the road. Our league is obviously an example of it, but you look around the country, and if you don't play well on the road, you have no chance to win. So we got to do a lot of good things. They're one of the best rebounding teams in the conference. Shoot the most threes out of anybody in the league other than Houston. So a great challenge for us defensively, and then offensively to kind of keep getting better. And obviously the biggest thing for us is to be able to take care of the basketball. That's one of our biggest areas of improvement that we need to make.
What concerns you about McMurray, who I think's leading in scoring?
Obviously a dynamic scorer. We saw it firsthand here when he played here. Mm-hmm. Can score off the dribble, can score off the catch, can really get it going. He's shooting at a much higher percentage this year, but he's still, one of those guys make 3, 4, 5 in a row. Just really, really good in terms of his ability to create space and get shots. Just a guy that is wired to score the basketball. And so you can hold him down. He's very similar, to the kid from Memphis and Martin. Both those guys are, dynamic guards that can create their own shot, can score off of off-ball screens, can score off of ball screens. And there's just a mentality with those guys. They miss 5 shots, they think the next 5 are going in. That's a great trade, and because of that, that's why they're 2 of the top 3, 4 scorers in the league.
You got an update on Yetna?
He's day-to-day right now.
Okay.
Day-to-day right now. So probably be game time decision on Thursday.
It looked like he just hurt his leg. Was that it?
Yeah, we're lucky.
Okay.
Because watching it on film, it was a lot worse looking at it. But yeah, just a leg injury, nothing with the knee or anything like that, which we're very thankful for that, because it was a hard foul and in a very vulnerable position when he was up there.
Justin Brown was honored by the conference. He had a great game in that outing. What have you seen from him this year that really impresses you in his play of late?
Well, one of the things, we talk about is, getting better and improving. He's just such a much better player than last year. He had 2 games where he didn't shoot the ball well. We lost both those games. He's a big key for us, being able to stretch the defense, give us that 4th scorer that can put the ball in the basket and make some plays. He's getting better off the dribble. And that area, that, again, it is not going to go noticed. He's so much better defensively. When he was guarding last year, it was, the sirens were going off because whoever he was guarding was ready to score. And that's what happens with freshmen. It's just the way it is. And he tried, but it takes time. And he's a much better defender. He's really got a good feel for our system. You go back to like the first play at East Carolina, picks up a charge on the first play, and it was just a total defensive read. He's just getting better in those areas, and he plays so hard. He doesn't get as many offensive rebounds as he goes for, but because he goes, he's taking bodies with him, and we're a better offensive rebounding team because of that.
What are you seeing from SMU when you watch them on film? Obviously, Foster is out, but they still have some guys that can score in addition to McMurray that you mentioned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Witt is as good a guard as there is in this league. Can score in a variety of ways. He's one of the few old school guards, doesn't shoot many threes, but a great mid-range game, great length. As I said, their offensive rebounding is going to be a big challenge for us because they play a spread system where 5 guys are on the perimeter. And so now you're not, our big guys are not going to be around the basket much. So you got to do a great job of finding bodies and hitting first before you go and rebound. And they, I've known Tim for a long time. They play extremely hard and they're very, very unselfish. So when you got 5 guys that can make threes, Witt is the one. It's interesting. Witt, their point guard, is the one that doesn't make and shoot the threes, but they shoot threes from all four spots outside of the point guard. So you got to play great defense. You got to really guard the ball. You can't give them second shots.
You've spoken at length about the work these guys have put in, the toughness just in coming to USF, but 15-6, has that even surprised you at this stage?
Well, we talked about it before the beginning of the year, but the thing that hasn't surprised me is we've kept getting better, and individually we practice 2 hours a day, 2 hours of prep every day. Our guys are in here all the time. There's a morning group that comes in, there's an after practice group, and there's, we work late. There's a late night that we catch sneaking in here getting more shots up. It's just, and that's part of, again, it's the beginning phase, but that's part of the reason. I said it after the game the other day. The reason we're at 15-6 is because guys have 15-6 behavior, and 15-6 habits. Now, what's the next challenge to make those even better? And that's, at least we're moving in the right direction for sure. And that credit goes to our guys and it goes to the staff, because I can talk about it and I'm in here somewhat, but our staff is in here, or our staff has been able to sell the guys on how important that is. Because the one thing we talk about in our program, I want guys who have self-interest in terms of they want to become the very best player that they can be. I want guys who are driven in a positive, selfish way as well. And when you do that, then it's our job to fit everybody together. And you got to have good guys in order to do that, but luckily we do.
Good stuff. Good.